So the parents' role in the recruiting process, I personally believe it's important and it's critical. Again, one of our core values is the sense of a family, family or team, and because of that, we're going to welcome families of student athletes into our family the same way we are going to welcome the student athletes. So for us, our family might be 32 guys inside of our wrestling room, but it extends much further, and so we want to have a great relationship with the parents. The reason I think their role also is important is because they're not going to see their kids, but a few times a year, and so we have to get to know them very closely, and they have to be comfortable with us because they're going to be leaving with their, in this case, their sons with me for 300 and some days a year, and they're not going to see them that much. So they have to trust that they're okay with us, and so I feel like the relationship we build with the parents is critical. But I also feel like you can learn a lot about the student athlete from watching and talking to the parents. They often say that the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, and I really believe that. Mom and dad should have and probably have instilled most of the qualities, the characteristics that young, in our case, young man is bringing with him. They've done that over an 18-year period. So us understanding them, what drives them, the things they've been teaching to their sons is so important because we're going to be working with them for 4 years. They've spent 18 years with them. So I would say the parents' role is big, and I also would say, there are overbearing parents, and we notice those, and sometimes the parent coach, so to speak, and the ones that are really tough on them and just riding them, and if the parent is really hard on them and negative, well, that might impact maybe how we want to coach them when they're with us. Some kids respond really well. For instance, if the kid has been successful and he has parents that are really hard on him and they're always on him, and the kid responds well and is still having success, well, that tells me that I can be pretty hard on the student athlete when they're with us. If the parent is very positive, and even when they get beat, they're lifting them up and everything, that kind of tells me, how I need to coach them. So I learn a lot from the parents and from the high school coaches, everyone who's been associated with that student athlete for 18 years.